Virgo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Virgo, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So just wanted to let you know that I didn't do any readings last week because I had to go through a lot of healing, a lot of energy, just like everybody else. I do it too. Just want to also put it out there that if you're looking for a personal reading from me, please email me or message me, whichever way. We also have a Tarot with Joanna group on my Facebook, so if you'd like to join, that'd be awesome. All right, so let's get started. Virgo, see what's going on in your reading. It's good to be back. I am glad to be back, very glad. All right, so let's see. Take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo. Virgo. Two cards for Virgo for their highest good spirit. This is for Virgo for this coming week. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. All right, so you have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Definitely, Virgo. I know you're moving forward. I know you're on this new path because I feel it and I do see it because you also have a confirmation card here. So let me see if I can move these cards just a little bit this way so that you can see this one too. Okay, right there. That's good. And then you have first light, beginning a new cycle. Definitely. There's like a new chapter coming in towards you. Definitely. Hold on, you guys. Messing with my light. Okay. There is a new chapter coming in for you, a new cycle, new experiences, new beginnings are coming in. And that's really nice. Good things for you, Virgo. Oh, my goodness. Okay. How about that? You see it there? Okay. Let me put it right here. There you go. Put this over here. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Virgo. Virgo. One for the current situation, the past or now, for what's hidden. Wow, for what, you have a lot of kings here to begin with. One for the hopes and the fears. Look at that, another king. You have the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So you are definitely moving very forward. You know what you're doing. You're very smart. Wow, you got it all planned out, don't you, Virgo? This is beautiful. Love it. Okay, good for you. Good for you. One for the what you need to do now. Oh, the Emperor. My goodness, very strong-willed here. And for what you need to work on. Wow, you're kidding me. I'm going to tell you, Virgo, this is amazing. I'm pulling out these cards. You have the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the King of Wands. There are only four kings here in this tarot reading, okay? But you also have the Emperor here also, so it's beautiful. My goodness, look at you. You're thriving forward. And let's see what the outcome is. What is the outcome? The Sun. You get the Sun. Good for you, you guys. Good for you. Nothing but positivity here is coming through. So I love it. Love it. All right. So let's do this. Let's see how we can. Let me scoot everybody over here. Okay. So that way you can just see the cards. I like for everybody to see the cards and what they're dealing with. All right. So we start off with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, you know, he knows what he's doing. Like I said, you know, you are very strong-willed. You know how to handle your money. You know, you're probably saving money, also establishing yourself, creating that strong foundation. Very nice. You do have the Ace of Wands here, which is also beautiful because the Ace of Wands is talking about out with the old, in with the new experiences, new cycle, of course, because you do have this first light here and you're overcoming a lot of things. Things are shifting for you very nicely. So you do have the Three of Swords here. With the Three of Swords, you know, very emotional card. It is of emotions, you know, but it's also of moving forward, of healing also. I feel like you have very high standards, and I feel like you are, you're just moving forward. You're leaving this behind. I feel like that's like finally, you're very emotional, but I feel like this is just the way we are. You know, we're healing. We're going through so much. This right now that we're in this timeline right now, we are leaving a lot of stuff behind. We're experiencing a lot of new stuff also. But what you have and what's hidden here, you do have the King of Swords. You know, you're very strong-willed. You know what you want. You know, you speak your mind. You know, you speak your mind. You're very focused. You're very bold. You know, they're asking you to do that. And also, also clarity. I feel like you're seeing a lot and communicating better. So, but we'll see what the cards say. You also have the King of Cups down here for the, this is amazing. You start off with these cards really amazing. This is the King of Cups here. King of Cups is talking about, you know, really being in your feelings, knowing how to control your feelings too, like really balancing out your feelings, like knowing how to, you know, not be angry or be harsh with your words. Okay, so really look at that. You do have the Emperor card, and you are ready for everything that you want to do. You're definitely moving forward. I feel like you're doing your own thing now. Like, you know what you want. You're not following anybody. You're doing your thing. You're taking your power back, and you're feeling very confident about it. So it's nice. You do have the King of Wands on here. So this is nice also. It's just like, wow, you guys. Wow. It's extremely interesting how all these cards came out for you. Of course, Virgo, you know, whether you're male or female, you are very strong-willed. You know what you're doing, definitely. You're thriving towards that success. You know, you're keeping things in order, and I feel like you're just really moving toward your life purpose, or you're trying to find it. And that's something that you want to look at. This is something that you're working on. And then for the outcome, you do have the Sun card, a beautiful card. You got the little baby there. The sun is shining on you. There's happiness. You'll be feeling good. You know, good things are coming towards you. New experiences, happy times are here. So it's beautiful. And then at the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Magician. The Magician is talking about, you know, having all the right tools to manifest what you want, to create what you want, to do what you want. You know, you are the magician. You know, you have the skills to create that wonderful world that you're living in and you want. Very nice. That is at the end of the world. At the end of the tarot deck, I also feel like you're making a decision, going to be making a decision very soon about things. Wow. Let us see. Let us see. I'm excited. I'm excited because these are all very dominant cards. These are all like, you know, you're definitely moving forward and you're very strong-willed about it. So it's good. Very nice. All right. So take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. This is for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Wow. The King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Virgo spirit? Wow, look at that. Whew. All righty. All right. So you do have the King of Pentacles, and like I said, you know, you are definitely trying to create that strong foundations, which I don't blame you. Everybody is. You do have the Ace of Swords here, so there is that new cycle coming in. There is also a truth that you had to see or are talking about or trying to, that you're seeing a lot like truth, like you're seeing it with your eyes open. You do have the Page of Swords here, so they're asking you to really communicate better, really express yourself clearly. There's messages coming in for you. I feel like you're ready for anything, you guys. You know, you're seeing the truth in everything. Just really when you're making decisions about anything, you will be making a decision very soon, but really do your research before jumping into anything, okay? Really express yourself very clearly to whoever it is that you're dealing with. And I feel like you are just seeking the truth, and you're going to have clarity. And this is definitely a new beginning for you, which is very nice. You have a lot of clear thinking here, and you're going to establish yourself very well. Very nice. And then you have the Ace of Wands here for the situation warmer card. Wow, another King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, so with the King of Wands, I definitely okay, so you start off with the Ace of Wands. That is that new beginning, that new cycle that's here, first light, of course. Definitely you have it here. You have it here, you have it there, you have it so many places. You're on this new path, definitely. You do have the King of Wands here, The King of Wands is talking about putting things in order, taking care of everything that you need to. This isn't a situation. So, you know, you want that success. You're thriving to be into it, right? You're trying to accomplish what you want, but you also need to go, you know, towards whatever it is that you're trying to do. Because when the King of Wands shows up, you know, he knows how to put things in order. You know, he goes with the flow. Make sure you're taking care of everything, okay? Like handling the stuff that you need to. Especially like if you're moving somewhere, they're asking you to put things in order, like to make sure everything is set, to double check everything, okay? I feel like also too that you're very content, you're very accomplished, that you need to really see all this. I also feel something about a life purpose here, that you know, you definitely are seeking your life purpose, and you definitely, I feel that some of you guys are on your life purpose, because you guys are you're healers, you're, you know, guides, a lot of, you know, you handle with the medical, you're doing with the medical field, something like that. And I feel like you're very accomplished, and I feel like you're very content. They're asking you to be very grateful for everything that's coming through, whether it was good or bad. Make sure you have that gratitude within you. Okay. Nice. You have the Three of Swords for the now or the the now or the past. I feel like it's in the past. I feel like you're definitely going through this healing, you know, which we could all still be going through that. But I feel like you're feeling a lot, you know, you're trying to let go of a lot of emotions, a lot of old wounds that have kept you down. And I feel like you're letting it go. I take it back. It's now. And then you have the King of Swords up here for what's hidden. Why is the King of Swords here for what's hidden for Virgo? Wow. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So you're also getting a lot of major arcana cards here, you guys. So it's very, very interesting how this all is playing out for you. With the Temperance card, okay, so you start off with the King of Swords up here. Like I said, you know, really be focused. You're very strong-willed. You know how to handle things, and you really do. You know, you speak your truth, you speak what's on your mind, and it's very good. You're bold, you know, really stand in your power, okay? Really communicate good. You know, watch how you're communicating also, like really be careful on what you're saying, you know, to people, or, you know, don't be harsh with your words, you know, because you have this King of Cups down here also, and he's about feelings. But this King of Swords, he can be stubborn, and he could just blurt it out like, you know, the heck with you, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So really be careful on how you're communicating. You do have the Temperance card here. The Temperance card is talking about, you know, really being calm, really being, really having patience for everything. You are definitely on the right path here also, I feel. You know, you're trying to balance everything out, you know, and you're also very divinely guided. You do have, let me put this over here. You have the Moon card also here, and the Moon is talking about your subconscious, you know, how, you know, at times you may not be seeing clearly at things, or you may be really uncertain about what's going on or what's ahead of you. Like you're not seeing the future, but you're going to be okay. Okay. Because, you know, or you could also be feeling like you're being pulled in different directions. Like you just don't really know what's going to go on, what's going to happen, but you still stand strong. You don't give up. You're focused. You know what you're doing. You know, don't worry about this, because you will start seeing clearly, you know, because you have a lot of swords here. A lot of swords are like, you know, breakthroughs, clearly, you know, thinking clearly, knowing what to do. And that's you. You really do. You have a lot of kings here. So you're definitely will. This could also be around the new moon that you could be coming, that you could be like, not really, it could be because of the full moon that we had, or the new moon that's coming up, because there's a lot of energy from that, and it could be making you feel like you're not really seeing things clearly, but you already know. You do know what you need to do. You have the King of Cups down here for the hopes and fears. One more card. Interesting. There are definitely a lot of messages that are going to come in, so be aware of that. You do have the, wow. Okay, so you have the page of, you start off with the King of Cups, right? So the King of Cups is talking about, you know, really watching how you're keeping your emotions, you know, really balance them out, you know, try not to get all angry at anybody, you know, really try to express yourself though, you know, clearly. without being mean. I also feel like there are times that you stay in your emotions. I also feel like you're going towards something new here. Just try to keep your emotions balanced. Okay, is what they're asking you. And then you have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands is talking, and the Page of Wands. Wow. So with the Ten of Wands, wow, that's like right one after the other. So it's really nice. Like you're definitely moving forward. So with the Ten of Wands, I feel like you're definitely on this new path. You know, you've been struggling, trying to keep up with everything, trying to do everything. You know, maybe you feel like you had to take on a lot. You've been taking on a lot more than you should have. You know, feel like a lot of weight on your shoulders. I feel like you're gonna just keep pushing forward because you are definitely on this new path. Okay. Believe in yourself, you know, be open to new things because you have the Page of Wands. There's messages coming through. Also feel like you have new opportunities coming through also. Try something new, you know, whatever it is, that you feel attracted to or what it is, you know, maybe try it because they're asking you to believe in yourself. Something new is coming in also for you. And I feel like you're going to be very excited, very happy about it. But just like really just try to keep everything balanced and your emotions balanced as well. You do have the Emperor here for the what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. Nice, 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 nice. All right. So you do have the Emperor here, like I said. The Emperor is talking about, you know, stepping back into your power, knowing what you need to do. And you really do know what you're doing. The Emperor, he's very fierce, you know, he knows how to make decisions, you know, he's very self-disciplined, you know, doing your thing. Very confident. I feel like you're very confident and you're ready. You're like, you can take on the world and nothing will you know, phase you right now. But take back your power. But I also feel like you're very nurturing, very loving also, Virgo. You do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands here. With the Knight of Wands, you know, really things are going to start moving very fast for you. I feel like you need to take your time with decisions or anything that's going on in your life. Really take that time. But, you know, things are going to start shifting fast for you, right? But do be open for new experiences. Like, be spontaneous when you can. You know, try different things is what they're saying. You know, take back your power because you're that way, Virgo. You like to go out there and do different things, and definitely it's here. Just be careful on how you are definitely making decisions, okay? And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is nice because you have the Ace of Swords here, the Ace of Wands, you have all the Kings here is nice. With the Ace of Pentacles, there's definitely going to be new opportunities coming in, and they're going to come in very fast. There's going to be messages here. Also feel like there's new beginnings, new financial opportunities. Also, you are definitely on this right path. Okay, so you know all your hard work has paid off. Is paying off. Everything that you're doing is going to pay off very soon. And then you have the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here and what you need to work on? One more card. Wow, nice. All right. So you definitely need to put things in order because you do have the King of Wands here. You know, the King of Wands is talking about, you know, thriving towards that success. Really try to put things in order, like anything that you're not, you know, you haven't dealt with. Make sure that you're dealing with any loose ends. Try to take care of those as soon as you can. I feel like you are definitely you're going towards this new cycle. Definitely it's here. You're in it right now. And I feel like, you know, things are going to change a lot for you. That's why they're asking you to make sure you're putting things into order. Go with the flow with everything, okay? And I feel also, too, that you are definitely going to be moving towards your life purpose. It could be something that you really wanted to check out. Maybe you're feeling spiritual or you're on the spiritual journey because not only do you have this card, but you also have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is talking about really, you know, leaving something behind, you know. And it's not a bad thing to leave things behind. It's just something that it's not for you anymore. You know, I feel with the Eight of Cups, you know, that, you know, that you're content with what you have created. And that there are times that there's something here that you just need to walk away from now. Like go a different way, go a different path. And this is what you're doing right now. And definitely with the Four of Wands here, The Four of Wands is talking about, moving forward, not looking back, celebration is here. So this is really nice, working together. Maybe you're, maybe there's a proposal here also, like some kind of marriage or some kind of attraction. Wow. This is nice. This is very nice. And they're asking you to like really think about all these things that are going on in your life, because there is something here definitely that you're going to leave. And like I said, sometimes we outgrow the things that we're doing right now, and we move forward to something better. And then you do have the Sun card here for the outcome, which is beautiful. Hello. One more card. Thank you. Oh, okay. Wow, you came into your own reading. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. Okay, so you truly deserve this. You really, really deserve this happiness here, Virgo. There's a lot. You're going to be starting to feel happy. Things are going to start falling into place for you, which is very nice. Love it, love it, love it. You're going to be useful. Happy times are here coming in, so just be happy, okay? Enjoy your life. Be happy. You do have the King of Cups. You're going to be able to handle everything. Keep your emotions balanced, and try to keep your words, be gentle with your words, okay? Because sometimes you can come across and say something like the truth, like really the truth, but got to really watch what we say, okay? Be careful with how you're speaking or you're communicating. And then finally, you come into your own reading, which is the Hermit card. Love it, you guys. I love this card. You're following your own path. I feel like a lot of you guys are going on a spiritual journey, really looking at that inner guidance that you're doing, that you're seeing. I feel like you have reflected a lot. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom also, and that a lot of people look at you, like others see you as, as a beacon of light, of like you make things happy for other people when they're feeling sad. That's what they wanted you to know. But you're definitely on your own path going forward. This is beautiful. Love this reading. You guys, you deserve this. Things are going to just shift into a lot of things, you may think that it's not going to happen, but it is, because it's like beautiful. It's going to push you forward to something very new, something exciting, something adventurous. Be open. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.